Hi, it's Tuesday again. Time for a better perspective sharing. So, for today, we'll ask, should we keep arguing on social media? Do you remember why you signed up on Facebook maybe 8 or 10 years ago? It's probably because you want to get connected with your friends, high school or elementary friends whom you've not gotten in touch with for the past X number of years, but now you can finally reach out to with a few clicks on your phone screen. So you probably signed up to get connected. But here's the irony of it. Why is it that the more connected we are, at least through technology, the more disconnected we seem to get? Well, there are many ways to answer that question. Here are some behind the scenes that will help you outsmart the situation. You are actually responsible for what you see on your newsfeed. I'm not saying 100% responsible, but majority of it. You are seeing the post of friend ABC because you accepted the friend request of friend ABC. You are seeing the post of friend XYZ who is so passionate about putting down the government or saying that this university is so much better than the other university. Why? Because you sent friend XYZ a friend request. You are seeing the post of this public figure who just keeps posting memes or sarcasm because you follow that page, right? You are seeing ads about a particular product, maybe curling cream, because you follow other celebrities or public figures who teach about makeup and grooming. So actually, you teach Facebook what to show you more of. So if you're seeing more of toxic posts on your news feed, then I think it's time for you to take responsibility for it. Going back to my question, should we keep arguing on social media? You know, we have to check our hearts. Why do we want to impose or insist on this particular argument? Is it because we just want to prove others that what we are saying is smarter? Is it because we just want to prove others that they are wrong? Or is it because we want real transformation or real change for the better? If it's the former, then I think whether you're arguing on social media or in person, then you will just end up hating each other more. But if it's the latter, then we have to think, is social media really the right place for pushing such motivation? When you enter into an argument on social media, number one, you would probably be debating with a troll, so it's worthless. Or if you're debating with a real person, you have to know that that person has his own personally designed news feed, just like what I shared with you earlier. So if that person believes that University DEF is the best university there is in the Philippines, that person's news feed is actually filled with proof that University DEF is really the best university ever because that's where he or she came from. Because the people that he or she follows are people who believe the same thing. And so when you suddenly get into an argument with a person whose belief is solid, then I'm not sure if you will really be able to change his or her mind with a few comments on Facebook, right? I'll share with you two terms that I came across while reflecting on this topic. Number one is confirmation bias, and number two is cognitive immunization. Medyo nakaka-nosebleed sila parehas. But confirmation bias is this. It's the natural inclination to avoid any information that contradicts your existing belief while seeking out information that strengthens it. Confirmation bias gives us the tendency to naturally isolate ourselves from people who believe the opposite of what we hold true. What it says is this: a mind convinced is immune to logic. Which brings me to the second term, which is cognitive immunization. Cognitive immunization helps explain why some beliefs actually get even stronger the more they are challenged. So, the more you challenge the other party's belief on which university is really the best in the Philippines, the more you actually strengthen their belief that theirs is. So, what's the antidote to confirmation bias and cognitive immunization and all this toxic argument on social media? Well, I think it's to actually do something about it. I read one inspiring take on this. He's a person who's totally against abortion, and he's been a keyboard warrior for the longest time. He joins groups trying to convince more people that abortion is anti-life, it's immoral, and all those things. But he just ended up having mental struggles because his feed, every time there's a notification, it will always be a comment that sometimes is degrading, it's attacking him personally. And so he thought about it and he said, I'm not for silence. I'm not saying that you should stop speaking up for what is true and right. But if you think about it, if he is really all after saving babies from abortion, then it made him think twice if his arguments on social media really save a baby. So, what he did, instead of looking for more places in social media or in the World Wide Web where he can enter into debates about how abortion is really moral, he decided that every time he feels the urge to really argue with someone over social media and bring out his stash of philosophy, one liners, and all that stuff, he would just donate to a charity that saves mothers or pregnant mothers in crisis. So he's no longer arguing as much as he did before on social media about how abortion is immoral, but now he's doing something real about saving babies from it. And so the next time we feel the urge to dive into a heated argument on social media, ask yourself, am I really contributing to what I am fighting for? Or am I becoming another toxic person that makes the other party not want to join our cause? Well, I'll leave it up to you to think about it. Until we see each other again on Friday at 1:30, I will share with you online meeting apps that you can use to collaborate with your team other than Zoom, but at the same time are also free and easily available. I'll see you again on Friday at